Welcome to the Rules of Wealth by Richard Templar, your personal guide to thinking, earning, and living like the wealthy. But this isn't a stuffy finance manual or a get-rich-quick pitch. No, this is about timeless wisdom, sharp insights, and practical steps that anyone, yes, anyone, can follow to build real, lasting prosperity. Templar doesn't just talk money, he talks mindset. Because wealth isn't only about what's in your bank account, it's about how you think, what you value, and the rules you live by. In this audiobook, you'll uncover over 100 simple, powerful rules, from how to earn more, spend smarter, invest wisely, and stay grounded, even when your income climbs higher than you ever imagined. These are the rules the rich won't always tell you, but they live by them. And now, so can you, whether you're starting out, stuck in the middle, or already doing well and want to go further. This is your wake-up call. So get comfortable, open your mind, and prepare to change the way you think about money forever. Because wealth has rules, and now you're about to learn them. Let's begin. Part 1. Thinking Wealthy. Welcome to the journey of transforming your financial mindset. This first part of the book lays the foundation for building and sustaining wealth by reshaping how you perceive money and success. Wealth is not reserved for a select few. It is accessible to anyone willing to apply themselves diligently. The first step is to believe in your potential to achieve financial success. Understanding what wealth means to you personally is crucial. For some, it may signify financial freedom. For others, it could mean the ability to support loved ones or contribute to causes they care about. Clarifying your definition helps in setting meaningful goals. Setting clear, achievable goals is essential. These goals should be specific, measurable, and time-bound, providing a roadmap for your financial journey. Developing a plan to achieve these goals involves assessing your current financial situation, identifying income sources, and creating a budget that aligns with your objectives. Consistency and discipline in following this plan are key to progress. It's important to recognize and understand your beliefs about money, many of which are formed during childhood. Reflecting on these beliefs can help identify any negative perceptions that may hinder your financial growth. Avoid comparing yourself to others or envying their financial status. Instead, focus on your own journey and learn from those who have achieved the kind of success you aspire to. Distinguish between being rich and being wealthy. Being rich often refers to having a high income, while being wealthy involves accumulating assets and financial security over time. Remember that your salary does not define your wealth. It's how you manage and grow your resources that truly matters. Money should be viewed as a tool to achieve your goals, not an end in itself. It enables you to make choices that align with your values and aspirations. Financial independence provides the freedom to make life choices without being constrained by monetary concerns. This freedom is a significant aspect of true wealth. Maintaining a good reputation is invaluable. Trust and integrity can open doors and create opportunities that money alone cannot buy. Learning from mistakes, both your own and others, is a powerful way to grow. Analyzing past errors can prevent future missteps and guide better decision-making. Challenges should be viewed as opportunities for growth. Overcoming obstacles often leads to valuable lessons and can strengthen your financial acumen. Building wealth is a long-term endeavor. Patience and persistence are essential, as significant financial growth rarely happens overnight. Living below your means is a fundamental principle. By spending less than you earn, you can save and invest more, accelerating your path to wealth. Be mindful of self-sabotaging behaviors, such as impulsive spending or procrastination. Recognizing and addressing these habits can lead to more effective financial management. Fear should not deter you from pursuing financial opportunities. Taking calculated risks is often necessary for growth, and learning to manage fear is part of the process. Enjoying your money responsibly is important. While saving and investing are crucial, it's also essential to appreciate the fruits of your labor in a balanced way. Procrastination can be a significant barrier to financial success. Taking action, even small steps, moves you closer to your goals. Wealth should not change your core values or identity. Staying true to yourself ensures that your financial success is fulfilling and sustainable. Keeping your financial plans private can protect you from unsolicited advice and potential envy. Discretion allows you to focus on your goals without external pressures. It's essential to recognize that wealth does not guarantee happiness. While financial security can alleviate stress, true contentment comes from within and from meaningful relationships and experiences. Finally, consistently cultivating a wealth-oriented mindset involves continuous learning, adaptability, and a proactive approach to financial management. Embracing these principles sets the stage for lasting prosperity. Part 2. Getting wealthy. In the journey of building wealth, the first step is to understand that it is a process that requires a combination of effort, strategy, and patience. The wealthy didn't just wake up one day with vast sums of money. They made careful, intentional decisions about their money, time, and energy. To begin your wealth-building journey, it's important to commit to working hard, but also working smart. This means making decisions that align with your long-term goals, not just your short-term wants. Wealthy individuals often don't work harder than everyone else. They work strategically. They build systems and practices that allow their wealth to grow consistently. And they don't just work for money, they let their money work for them. While it's essential to work smart, it's also important to start with what you have. Many wealthy individuals didn't begin their wealth journey with vast amounts of money, but rather with determination and a willingness to take small, deliberate steps. Setting big goals is part of the plan, but these goals should be realistic and achievable. It's not about wishing for wealth. It's about setting a clear, actionable path to wealth and following it. Building wealth takes time, and starting with small, consistent steps will eventually lead to bigger gains. One of the most powerful tools in wealth accumulation is saving. Saving early and consistently is critical to long-term financial success. Many people underestimate the power of saving, especially when compounded over time. Saving a little every month can result in a large sum of money over time, thanks to the magic of compound interest. The earlier you start saving, the more time your money has to grow. The wealthiest individuals often start saving as soon as they can, even if they can only save a small amount at first. Every penny saved today is an investment in your future. Another key principle is spending less than you earn. It sounds simple, but many people find it difficult to live within their means. The key to building wealth is to ensure that your expenses are lower than your income, and the difference between the two should be put towards savings and investments. By consistently living below your means, you will free up the money needed to build wealth over time. Educating yourself about finances is another crucial element of becoming wealthy. Whether it's learning about budgeting, investments, taxes, or legal matters, having a solid understanding of financial concepts can help you make smarter decisions with your money. Financial education allows you to take control of your own wealth-building journey, rather than relying on others to manage your finances. The more you know, the better you'll be able to navigate opportunities, pitfalls, and strategies that come your way. As you accumulate wealth, it's important to think about protecting it. This means having insurance and taking legal steps to ensure that your wealth is safe from unexpected events. Life is unpredictable, and having protective measures in place will help you safeguard the wealth you've worked so hard to build. Whether it's through insurance policies, legal trusts, or other methods, protecting your assets is key to long-term financial stability. Taking calculated risks is also part of the wealth-building journey. No one becomes wealthy by playing it safe all the time. However, taking risks should not mean acting impulsively or blindly. Wealthy individuals know how to assess risk carefully and make informed decisions before acting. They understand the potential consequences and are prepared for them. Taking risks is about seizing opportunities that others may be too fearful to take, but doing so in a way that makes sense for your personal situation. When you think about wealth accumulation, you should also consider how you're spending your money. Wealthy individuals often focus on acquiring assets that appreciate in value, such as real estate or stocks, rather than liabilities that depreciate, like expensive cars or clothes. Focusing on building wealth through appreciating assets allows your wealth to grow exponentially over time. Wealthy people also understand the importance of timing. They know when to buy, when to hold, and when to sell. They may buy when others are fearful and sell when others are overly optimistic. In other words, they often take a contrarian approach, going against the grain when everyone else is following the crowd. This approach helps them capitalize on market inefficiencies, purchasing assets at lower prices when others are panicking and selling them at higher prices when everyone else is eager to buy. Another important lesson in the wealth building process is to diversify your income. Having multiple streams of income allows you to weather economic downturns and reduces your dependency on a single source of money. By developing various sources of income, whether it's through investments, side businesses, or other ventures, you increase your financial security and reduce the risk of losing everything if one income stream dries up. In addition to diversifying your income, you should also learn to make your money work for you. This means investing in income-generating assets, such as rental properties or dividend-paying stocks, that provide a steady stream of income. Letting your money grow and produce more money through smart investments is one of the most effective ways to build wealth without having to work harder. An essential aspect of managing wealth is understanding how taxes work and finding ways to legally minimize them. Wealthy individuals make use of tax laws to protect their income and keep as much of it as possible. They take advantage of tax breaks, deductions, and strategies that help them hold on to their money, rather than handing it over to the government unnecessarily. Being proactive about tax planning can significantly improve your financial situation. Successful wealth builders are also careful about how they spend their money. Many wealthy individuals are frugal, and they understand the value of getting the best deal for their money. It's not about being cheap, but rather about being smart with your spending. Wealthy individuals negotiate for better prices, seek out value, and make sure they're not wasting money on unnecessary purchases. One of the critical habits of the wealthy is the ability to adapt and change when needed. No plan is perfect, and situations evolve over time. Wealth building requires flexibility and a willingness to adjust your strategies as circumstances change. If an investment isn't working out, it's important to recognize it quickly and make adjustments. Don't be afraid to cut your losses and move on. Being adaptable and learning from your mistakes is an essential skill in building lasting wealth. To stay on track with your wealth building journey, you need to take full responsibility for your financial outcomes. It's easy to blame the economy or other external factors, but the truth is that your wealth building success depends on the choices you make. Whether you succeed or fail is ultimately in your hands. If things go wrong, don't look for excuses. Look for ways to correct course and move forward. As you accumulate wealth, be mindful not to let it inflate your lifestyle. Many people make the mistake of increasing their spending as their income rises. Wealthy individuals avoid this trap by living below their means even as their earnings grow. They don't let materialism or social pressure dictate their spending habits. Instead, they focus on maintaining a simple, practical lifestyle while continuing to build their wealth. Another lesson in the journey to wealth is the importance of learning and growth. Wealthy individuals commit to lifelong learning, constantly improving their financial knowledge and expanding their skills. Whether it's learning about new investment strategies, reading books on personal finance, or attending seminars, they understand that the more they know, the better their chances of continued success. Building wealth can also involve starting your own business. Entrepreneurs often accumulate substantial wealth by creating and growing successful businesses. If you choose to go this route, it's crucial to choose the right partners. Business partnerships should be formed with individuals who share your values, goals, and work ethic. A strong partnership can help you succeed, while a weak one can bring down your business. Finally, balance is essential in wealth building. While you need to take risks and pursue opportunities, it's also important to be cautious and thoughtful in your decisions. Don't rush into investments without doing the necessary research, and don't let fear or overconfidence drive your actions. The key is to find the right balance between calculated risk-taking and sound decision-making. By following these principles, you can lay the foundation for long-term wealth. Each step you take towards financial independence brings you closer to your goals, and the more you implement these lessons, the more likely you are to build lasting wealth. Part 3. Getting even wealthier. To build significant wealth, you need to focus not just on accumulating it, but on making it grow, protecting it, and ensuring it lasts. It's about creating a solid foundation that keeps expanding as time passes, a strategy that works on both a personal and business level. The key to getting even wealthier lies in a blend of smart financial strategies, long-term thinking, and the ability to adapt to new opportunities as they arise. One of the first steps in achieving this is reinvestment. When you earn, Resist the urge to spend it all. Instead, put it back into what is already working for you, whether that's your business, your property, or your investment portfolio. Reinvesting is not just about maintaining your wealth. It's about amplifying it. Instead of relying solely on your own labor to generate income, your money will start to do the work for you. Through the power of compound growth, your wealth can grow exponentially, creating a snowball effect. The more you put back into your assets, the more you'll reap in returns. This mindset of making your wealth work for you is the secret behind why some people accumulate wealth far faster than others. However, simply reinvesting is not enough. Diversification is essential to long-term wealth creation. In the financial world, the risk of putting all your money into one investment is well known. It only takes one bad decision or an unforeseen event to wipe out everything you've worked for. That's why diversification is critical. It means spreading your investments across different asset classes, stocks, real estate, businesses, and other opportunities, so that even if one area suffers, the others can keep your overall portfolio strong. If one investment falters, others can help cushion the blow. The more diverse your investments, the more stable your financial foundation becomes, allowing your wealth to grow despite economic ups and downs. As you diversify, it's crucial to continuously educate yourself. The more you learn, the better your decisions will be. Knowledge of financial markets, new technologies, business trends, and the ways different industries are evolving gives you a powerful edge. It allows you to spot opportunities before they become mainstream and gives you the foresight to protect yourself when things start to go south. Staying up to date with trends and continuously learning how the world of finance works allows you to spot potential risks and rewards from a distance, which is invaluable for making informed, confident decisions. But making informed decisions isn't just about what you know. It's also about protecting your wealth. Protection doesn't just mean keeping your money safe in a bank account or a lockbox. It's about ensuring that your wealth can withstand unexpected changes, such as inflation, market volatility, or rising taxes. As your wealth grows, so do the risks to your financial security. Safeguard your assets by understanding the potential threats that could undermine them, and take steps to protect them. This might involve setting up trusts, insuring assets, or even having a robust emergency fund in place for when unexpected expenses arise. Proper protection is not just about survival. It's about long-term stability. Alongside protection, it's essential to leverage the power of technology to grow your wealth. The world today offers a plethora of tools that can help you track your finances, automate your savings, or even create passive income streams. For example, smart budgeting apps and investing platforms can help you manage your money more efficiently. By embracing these tools, you free up your time and focus on higher-level decisions. As you become wealthier, the ability to make time-efficient choices becomes more crucial. Using technology to automate routine tasks means you can focus your energy on the things that matter most, like growing your investments or expanding your business. Delegation is another critical aspect of becoming even wealthier. Once your wealth grows to a certain point, it becomes clear that you cannot do everything on your own. Trying to manage every aspect of your investments, businesses, and financial affairs takes up valuable time and energy. This is when it's important to start building a team of experts who can handle the day-to-day tasks, allowing you to focus on making strategic decisions. Whether it's hiring accountants, financial advisors, or specialists in different investment fields, delegating the work allows you to focus on areas where your strengths lie. More importantly, it also helps you scale your wealth much more effectively. By surrounding yourself with knowledgeable, capable people, you can leverage their expertise to make better, more profitable decisions. When you begin to scale your wealth, you must think strategically. It's not enough to make good decisions in the present. You need to think years into the future. Successful wealth builders are always thinking about what's next. They anticipate economic trends, spot opportunities before they become apparent to others, and make moves that will set them up for success long after they've made their initial gains. This foresight is essential to ensuring that your wealth doesn't stagnate or decrease as time goes on. It's about adapting to new conditions and staying ahead of the curve. As you continue to grow wealth, the circle of people you surround yourself with becomes more important. You should aim to network with others who are also successful and knowledgeable, whether in your industry or other areas. This will help you gain insights, find new opportunities, and make better decisions. Having a strong network of contacts opens doors to partnerships, mentorships, and collaborations that can help take your wealth to the next level. Building relationships with successful, forward-thinking individuals not only strengthens your business, but also helps you stay motivated and inspired. However, it's crucial to avoid the trap of becoming overly confident. While confidence is important in wealth building, overconfidence can lead to poor decisions and unnecessary risks. Wealth is built through smart, calculated actions, not through taking wild chances because you think you know it all. Stay grounded, no matter how much wealth you accumulate. Wealth building requires constant assessment of your strategies and a willingness to adjust your approach if the circumstances change. The best investors and entrepreneurs remain humble and open to reevaluating their plans in the face of new information or challenges. One of the most important lessons in growing wealth is preserving it. It's not just about getting rich, it's about staying rich. As your wealth grows, new challenges will emerge. Economic changes, inflation, market crashes, and so on. Having the right systems and strategies in place to protect your assets is just as important as the decisions that got you to where you are. Ensuring that your wealth continues to generate income, even during tough times, can make all the difference. This might involve creating income-generating assets that provide financial security in the long run, such as property or dividend-paying stocks. Becoming wealthier also requires a careful approach to relationships. As your wealth increases, so too does the risk of encountering individuals who may have less than pure intentions. Be cautious with whom you trust, and be selective about the partnerships you enter into. Wealth brings opportunities, but it also attracts those who may seek to exploit you. Be mindful of who you bring into your circle and prioritize working with people who share your values and long-term vision. As your wealth accumulates, it's easy to think of it as a personal victory. But part of building true wealth is recognizing the opportunity you have to give back. Wealth allows you to make a positive impact in the world, whether that's through philanthropy, mentoring, or providing opportunities for others. The most successful individuals understand the value of using their resources to create lasting change and help others achieve success. By giving back, you not only contribute to the well-being of others, but also create a legacy that will endure for generations. Lastly, it's important to find balance in your wealth-building journey. Wealth should enhance your life, not dominate it. Use your financial freedom to create the life you desire, not just more wealth. Whether it's spending time with family, traveling, or pursuing personal interests, the true goal of wealth is to create a life that's fulfilling and meaningful. However, always remember to stay focused on your long-term financial goals. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, but don't lose sight of the foundation that has gotten you this far. In the end, becoming even wealthier is a continuous process. It's about making smart choices, learning from your experiences, and adapting as you go. By consistently following the right principles, building a strong support network, staying humble, and protecting your assets, you can ensure that your wealth continues to grow and serve you for years to come. The journey of wealth building is long, but with patience and discipline, you'll be able to reach new heights of financial success. Part 4. Staying wealthy. Staying wealthy isn't as simple as accumulating money and living lavishly. Once you've built your fortune, the true challenge is maintaining it, growing it, and making sure that it lasts. It requires discipline, careful planning, and a mindset that protects your wealth from dangers, both external and internal. If you're successful, it's important to avoid overconfidence. Wealth can be fleeting, and without maintaining a careful balance, it can quickly slip away. You must always remain vigilant, aware of potential risks, and make decisions thoughtfully rather than impulsively. A key part of staying wealthy is understanding that your reputation is invaluable. Once tarnished, it can be incredibly difficult to restore. Wealth, however, isn't just about finances, it's also about how you're perceived in the world. It's essential to keep your personal and professional reputation intact. People who respect you, your business, and your way of doing things will trust you with opportunities, partnerships, and more wealth. This trust is often what separates successful individuals from those who let their wealth fade over time. As time passes, it's wise to have a plan for what happens when you can no longer actively manage your wealth. Succession planning ensures that your legacy, whether it's your business, investments, or assets continues in the way you intend. It's crucial to plan for the future, not just for your own wealth, but for your family and any causes you care about. This process involves creating a legal framework, including a will or a trust, and establishing clear guidelines on how your wealth should be handled and distributed after your time. This allows you to pass on your legacy with ease and ensures your wealth doesn't get caught up in legal battles or mismanagement after you're gone. While creating a legacy is important, it's equally vital to live simply, even once you've achieved financial success. Extravagance can lead to unnecessary expenses and distractions. Staying grounded, no matter how much wealth you accumulate, is essential to preserving it for the long term. Many wealthy individuals lose sight of what matters most when they start focusing too much on luxury, status, and indulgence. If you've built a strong foundation, there's no need to flaunt your wealth. It's the quiet, smart decisions that lead to lasting success, not the loud displays of affluence. At the same time, it's important to stay healthy. Physical well-being is often overlooked in the rush to accumulate wealth, but good health is an essential part of maintaining your fortune. When you're healthy, you have the energy to keep working, thinking clearly, and enjoying the life you've worked hard for. But when you neglect your health, you may find yourself drained, distracted, or unable to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Health is a foundation that supports everything else. Without it, everything you've earned can quickly lose its value. Monitoring your financial position regularly is another key to staying wealthy. You should always be aware of where your money is, how it's being invested, and whether it's being spent wisely. Financial markets change, opportunities evolve, and risks emerge. Regularly checking your financial situation allows you to stay on top of potential issues before they become problems. It's about being proactive, not reactive. By consistently reviewing your assets, expenses, and investments, you ensure that you are making the most out of what you built. While monitoring your wealth, one of the most important aspects is ensuring that it is protected. This includes legal protections, such as setting up the right structures to safeguard your assets, and financial safeguards to ensure you're not overexposed to risk. This could involve insurance policies, diversification of investments, or keeping your wealth in various forms, so it's not vulnerable to one specific market downturn. You should protect not just your money, but also your time and personal life from those who might take advantage of your success. Keeping a solid, secure foundation is one of the best ways to maintain your wealth. Similarly, protecting your wealth also means staying humble. As your wealth grows, it's easy to start thinking you've figured everything out. However, overconfidence is one of the most common traps that successful individuals fall into. Humility keeps you open to learning, to recognizing the limits of your knowledge, and to acknowledging that things can change unexpectedly. By maintaining a modest attitude and a willingness to grow and adapt, you stay grounded and aware of the challenges that could threaten your wealth. While staying grounded is important, one thing you should never do is confuse wealth with happiness. Wealth doesn't solve all problems, nor does it guarantee happiness. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of more money or the belief that wealth can buy joy, but true contentment comes from within. This understanding helps you avoid the trap of chasing endless wealth at the cost of your peace of mind or personal happiness. True wealth is about balance. Enough money to live comfortably, but not so much that it consumes you. It's about using wealth to enhance your life, not define it. Once you have created a solid foundation, it's important to focus on long-term sustainability. Wealth doesn't last if it's squandered or mismanaged. Make sure your wealth is structured in a way that supports long-term goals, not short-term satisfaction. Avoid risky or short-term financial strategies that promise immediate returns but may end up harming your wealth in the future. By thinking long-term, you position yourself to weather any financial storms that may come your way and ensure that your wealth continues to grow steadily. One of the most crucial rules for staying wealthy is to never stop learning. As the world changes, new opportunities and challenges will emerge. The wealthiest individuals are those who continue to educate themselves, refine their skills, and adapt to new financial realities. This constant growth helps you make smarter decisions, seize emerging opportunities, and stay ahead of competitors. Even when you think you've reached the top, you can always go further if you're willing to keep learning. In the same vein, you should always keep an eye on taxes and inflation. These are the silent killers of wealth. Taxes can erode your earnings, and inflation can slowly reduce the value of your money. By staying informed about tax laws, making strategic financial decisions, and planning for inflation, you protect your wealth from these constant threats. Making sure you're not paying more taxes than you need to and that your money is invested in ways that keep pace with inflation ensures that your wealth retains its value over time. As you continue to grow your wealth, remember the importance of avoiding toxic relationships. People who don't have your best interests at heart can drain your energy, time, and even your financial resources. These relationships can take a toll on your mental and emotional health, and if left unchecked, they can also affect your financial decisions. Surround yourself with people who support your goals and share your values, and be careful about those who only seek to take from you. Keeping cash reserves is also a fundamental rule for staying wealthy. Cash allows you to take advantage of opportunities when they arise, whether it's an investment, a new business venture, or a chance to help someone in need. Without liquidity, you may find yourself unable to seize the right moment. A healthy cash reserve provides peace of mind and the flexibility to make moves when needed. It's also important to avoid over-leveraging yourself. While borrowing can be an essential part of growing wealth, relying too heavily on credit can put you in a vulnerable position. When things go wrong, debt can quickly spiral out of control. Always make sure that your borrowings are manageable and that you aren't stretching yourself too thin. Only take on debt that makes sense for your long-term goals and avoid risky loans that can endanger your wealth. When the time comes to stop working, make sure you do so on your own terms. Wealth can give you the freedom to retire early or pursue passions outside of work. But even in retirement, your wealth must be managed carefully. It's important to know how much you need to sustain your lifestyle without running out of resources. Having a retirement plan in place helps you enjoy the fruits of your hard work without constantly worrying about money. Lastly, always remember that generosity is a key part of staying wealthy. Giving back not only helps others, but also enriches your life. However, be wise about how you give. Make sure your contributions align with your values and that your donations truly make a difference. Giving wisely helps ensure that your wealth continues to serve a higher purpose and contributes to the greater good. In the end, staying wealthy is about maintaining a balance between enjoying the wealth you've built and protecting it for the future. By staying humble, keeping track of your finances, planning for the unexpected, and living with intention, you ensure that your wealth continues to grow and serve you and the world around you for years to come. Part 5. Sharing the wealth. As you begin to accumulate wealth, something profound happens. The perspective shifts from merely securing your own financial future to understanding how wealth can be used to make a difference in the world. It becomes about so much more than what's in your bank account. It's about what you can do with that wealth. The way you approach wealth, and more importantly, the way you share it, plays a central role in how your prosperity will ultimately shape your life and the lives of others. The truth is, wealth is a powerful tool. But like any tool, it must be used wisely. The more you grow in financial success, the more you come to realize that real wealth is not simply about personal gain. It's about building something larger than yourself. As you advance on your journey toward financial security, the next step is to consider what your wealth can do for others. Giving back becomes just as important as receiving, if not more so. This is where you learn that sharing your wealth with others can enrich not only their lives, but also yours in ways that money alone cannot provide. The first lesson here is simple. Giving back isn't just about writing a check or donating money. It's about creating impact. It's about using your resources, whether money, time, knowledge, or connections, to make a meaningful difference in the world. But what does that really look like? How can you share your wealth in a way that creates lasting change, rather than just a temporary feel-good moment? The key lies in giving with purpose and intention. It's not about random acts of charity or generosity. It's about being strategic and thoughtful in your contributions. When you decide to share your wealth, do it in a way that aligns with your values. Identify the causes or organizations that resonate with you, those that reflect your core beliefs, and where you feel you can make a tangible impact. It's essential to give with purpose. Your resources, be it financial support, time, or expertise, should go toward initiatives that you believe will truly improve lives, create opportunities, and affect positive change. Think about it like investing, but instead of financial returns, you're investing in the well-being of others, in the future of communities, or in global causes that matter to you. By focusing on what is meaningful to you, you're not only giving, but you are investing in a cause that reflects your personal values and your desire to make a difference in the world. Whether it's supporting an organization that fights hunger, helping individuals escape poverty, investing in education for the underprivileged, or contributing to the arts and culture, your contributions create a ripple effect that can transform lives. The second lesson is about balance. There is a powerful principle that the more you give, the more you receive. This is not just a spiritual or philosophical idea. It's a truth that plays out in the real world in meaningful ways. Giving doesn't diminish you, it replenishes you. There's a unique power in sharing that enriches your life in ways money cannot buy. Your wealth creates opportunities for others, and in turn, opens doors for you too. By sharing, you build goodwill, trust, and connections that you would never have experienced if you hoarded your wealth. The relationships that are created by your generosity often come back to you tenfold, not in financial terms, but in social capital, respect, and new opportunities. Consider the benefits of using your wealth to invest in others, whether that means offering financial support to someone in need or using your resources to give others a leg up in their careers or businesses. Mentoring someone, for example, can make a significant difference in their life. It doesn't always have to be about money. Sometimes it's about the time and effort you invest in helping others grow. This kind of wealth sharing creates bonds that are far more valuable than any material possession. These bonds may bring about future collaborations, business ventures, or personal opportunities that enrich your life in ways you never imagined. In fact, one of the most valuable things you can give is your knowledge. As you build wealth, you undoubtedly gain experiences and insights that others could benefit from. Sharing what you know with others is an incredibly powerful form of giving. It doesn't cost you anything, and yet can make a world of difference to someone who's just starting out or who's struggling to get ahead. Whether you mentor someone starting a business, provide guidance on managing finances, or simply offer advice from your own journey, the knowledge you share will leave a lasting impact on the lives of those who receive it. But it's not just your money or expertise that can make a difference. It's also your time and energy. Giving back is not always about financial contributions. Volunteering, donating your time to causes you care about, or just offering your services to those in need can create immense value in the world. Time is one of the most precious resources you have, and when you give it, you are showing the world that you value others and their needs as much as you value your own goals. One of the biggest challenges many people face is that they see their wealth as something they must hold on to, afraid that by giving, they will lose it. However, the truth is that wealth, when shared wisely, grows in unexpected ways. By being generous, you open up opportunities for more wealth to flow into your life. You may give money to a cause, but the relationships, opportunities, and gratitude that come from giving create an environment where more prosperity is likely to follow. This is because generosity attracts generosity. People are more likely to help you, invest in you, or collaborate with you when they see that you are someone who shares. In this sense, sharing your wealth is not just a one-way street. The more you give, the more you create a network of goodwill that circles back to you, often in ways you cannot predict. Your generosity opens up new avenues for you to grow your wealth, both financially and personally. The next lesson in sharing your wealth is about leaving a legacy. Wealth isn't just something you accumulate and keep to yourself. It's something that should be passed on, shared, and used to create lasting change. Legacy is not just about leaving a financial inheritance to your children. It's about creating a ripple effect that continues long after you're gone. The way you use your wealth and the causes you choose to support can shape the world for future generations. You can leave a legacy of generosity, wisdom, and purpose that will inspire others to do the same. One of the most powerful ways to leave a lasting legacy is to build something that will continue to grow and provide for others long after you've moved on. This could mean investing in a charity, funding a scholarship, or creating an endowment that supports a cause close to your heart. These investments are not just about giving money. They're about creating something that will continue to serve people in the future. In the end, it's not about how much you have, but how much you give and how you use what you have to make a positive impact on others. True wealth is about using your resources, whether money, time, or knowledge, to help others grow, to open doors for those who need it, and to build a world that's better because of your contributions. When you give generously, you create a cycle of abundance and prosperity that will benefit not only those you help, but also you, in ways you can't yet imagine. Ultimately, the greatest rule of wealth is this: the more you share, the more you will receive. The more you give, the more you'll build. Wealth is not just a personal pursuit. It's a tool that can be used to enrich the lives of others. And in doing so, you create a richer life for yourself, filled with deeper connections, meaningful experiences, and the satisfaction of knowing that you've made a lasting difference. As you continue on your journey, remember that sharing your wealth is not a burden or an obligation. It's a privilege. When you share, you enrich the world, and in return, you become richer in ways that matter far more than money alone.